Yes, guys, welcome back to more GBFC. Today, I'm going to tell you how Chelsea will win the Conference League this season. Look, I'm loving making videos on more GBFC because I'm not confident making videos about Chelsea right now because I don't like the way that the club is being ran. I've spoken about that a lot on the main channel. But in this video today, I'm going to tell you how Chelsea win the Conference League because when you look at this list of teams, and this is the remaining 16 teams with their respective nations, Austria, SK Rapid Vienna, Belgium, Cercle Brugge, Bosnia, Borac, Banja, Luka. Tell me you've heard of that team before. I believe you're lying if you tell me that you have. Paphos FC from Cyprus. What a great away day that would be. FC Copenhagen from Denmark, Chelsea's opponents in the round of 16. Of course, Chelsea from England. Panathinaikos, who Chelsea have played, from Greece. Fiorentina from Italy. Molde FK from Norway. Legia Warsaw from Poland, where the final will be held. Vitória from Portugal. NK Celje from Slovenia. Djurgården IF. I know I've said that one correct, so I spent a bit of time in Stockholm back in the day. FC Lugano from Switzerland. Jagiellonia Białystok. It's a Polish team, if you didn't know. And, of course, you got Real Betis Balompi, whatever that is at the end of that there, from Spain. So this, if we bring it up on the screen now, this is the bracket for the Conference League. And we've started already. And I've put Real Betis through against Vitória. No offence, but Real Betis have got Antony. Ladies and gentlemen, Antony could be the man that stops Chelsea from winning it all. Imagine the scenes right now. And I know you're going to hate me for this. I know that a lot of people believe in jinxing and all that stuff, but imagine Chelsea don't add the Conference League to their array of European trophies because of Antony at Real Betis. But anyway, Real Betis are going to knock out Vitória. Jagiellonia. I can't even remember where these guys are from. Poland. Okay, there's two Polish teams left, apparently. I'm going to say the Belgians are going to win that one. So now we move into Celje from Slovenia against Lugano from Switzerland. And look, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm kind of just going through the motions here with this one because I don't know enough about any of these teams. And the whole reason for doing this is purely fun. Let me know in the comments down below who you think is going to win the Conference League. And if it isn't Chelsea, bloody hell, I want some of what you're drinking. I do. But I'm going to go with Lugano to win this one. Sorry to the Slovenians. Panathinaikos Fiorentina is an interesting tie. But Fiorentina have got pedigree in Europe. And they are going to knock out the Greeks. Copenhagen versus Chelsea. Okay, I'm going to talk about this a little bit. This is a Chelsea-esque video, but for this kind of thing, we got to put this on more GBFC. But I will talk about Chelsea here. In this side of the draw, if you look at it, Copenhagen, Chelsea, Molde, Legia Warsaw, Paphos, Djurgården, Borac and Rapid Vienna. This is a pretty nice side of the draw for Chelsea. If Chelsea don't make it through here, it's an absolute Class A disaster. I know that we got a lot of injuries right now. I know that Chelsea have not been in the best of forms, but there is absolutely nothing that would be an excuse as to why we should not, at minimum, make it to the final, which is currently over my head. And look at this beautiful bloody trophy there with a question mark next to it. Chelsea have got to do this. And Copenhagen is probably the trickiest draw that we could have possibly had in this side of the draw. And I want to speak a little bit about this competition because if Chelsea don't win it, I think it kind of does, and this is a little bit unfair on the other teams, of course, and this might be very arrogant to say this as a Chelsea fan, but I think it puts the importance of this competition at risk if Chelsea don't win it. Because if Chelsea don't win it, then it's probably because we didn't take it seriously, we didn't try hard enough, we didn't field a strong enough team. So, I mean, we're going to go and put Chelsea through here into the quarterfinals. Molde versus Legia Warsaw. Legia Warsaw have been very good in this competition. They're going to knock out the Norwegians. Paphos from Cyprus against Djurgården from Sweden. Who do we want to put through here? I'm going with the Swedes. Bring it on. And then Borac from Bosnia against Rapid Vienna from Austria. We're going to go and stick SK Rapid into the quarterfinals. We move back to the top here. Real Betis, I think, are a strong side. I think they're going to win that one. And then Fiorentina absolutely should have enough to play against Lugano. Chelsea now versus Legia Warsaw in the quarterfinals of the Conference League. Chelsea will win this fixture. And then Djurgården versus SK Rapid. Rapid Vienna will knock out the Swedes, which leaves us with a final four of Real Betis, Fiorentina, Chelsea and SK Rapid. Look, I'm doing this as an exercise to hopefully engage with you lot, to make you understand that Chelsea have to win this competition. I don't know how many times or in how many different languages I can say this in. And I can't actually say it in any other language, which has kind of just made me feel like I've wasted 30 years of my life. It's great to learn another language, by the way, if you do and you have the chance to. I know a bit of Swedish, I know a bit of French, and I know a bit of Scottish as well. But Chelsea have got to win this competition, ladies and gentlemen. It is an absolute must. So we go now to Real Betis versus Fiorentina. Or in fact, let's just put Chelsea through to the final, shall we? Well done, Rapid Vienna. You made it to the semis, but you will go out at the hands of Enzo Maresca's mighty Blues. Real Betis versus Fiorentina. Real Betis are a decent side, Fiorentina a decent side, which is why we have to take this competition seriously, because between Real Betis and Fiorentina, I expect that to be the other semi-final on the other side of the draw. And then, of course, Chelsea have got to beat one of these two sides in a 90-minute game where my concern will be that it might mean more to either a Betis or a Fiorentina than it would mean to Chelsea. And that would absolutely be the wrong attitude. And I think so far in this competition, Chelsea have taken it seriously enough. I mean, the game against Noah that we won 8-0 in the group stage months ago now, that was arguably one of the weirdest games of football I've ever seen, because it was kind of like an acceptance that Chelsea aren't quite competing at the levels that we once were. Yes, we won 8-0, but like, did you see Noah FC at Stamford Bridge? They were bantering on socials. They were that bad. They were just milking the fact that they were getting slapped up by Chelsea. So, to bring it back to the other semi-final, I do think Real Betis will win. And I think the final of the Conference League this season will be between Real Betis and Chelsea. And look, all right, I'm going to put you all out your misery here, because Chelsea are going to win this, aren't they? Like, this is what I think is going to happen. I'm going to submit this to UEFA, and they're going to see what I have to say about it. I don't know if you win anything. It's just like a free thing they're doing on their website. But Chelsea have absolutely got to win this competition. There is no excuses for me whatsoever. Copenhagen in the last 16, this is the trickiest tie that we're probably going to have all the way until the final, from what I know about the little I know, should I say, about the other teams around us, which I know that doesn't mean much. I know this video, if you support one of the other sides in this bracket here, if you support any of these 16 teams, you might listen to Benson on the internet and think, this guy's got no idea. We're coming for him. We're after Chelsea. We want to win this trophy. And this is a great opportunity for the lesser clubs in Europe to make it all the way through a season, give their fans some amazing away days. And as much as a lot of Chelsea fans haven't taken it seriously, I must admit, I've not massively taken this competition seriously because it's difficult to. I want to be listening to the Champions League anthem, not whatever song that they've got for free on some AI website and they've made it for the Conference League, just so it has a theme tune. Do you know what I mean? So, Chelsea to win the Conference League, which means that no matter what we do in the Premier League, we'll at least be competing in the Europa League next season. I never want to see Chelsea compete in the Conference League again. I don't want to belittle the competition to ruin its integrity for the future, because I think the English club will probably win this tournament pretty much every year, in my opinion. That's the way I think it's going to go down, which I know they didn't win it last year, but I think that's probably, if you ask me in 20 years' time, how many times will an English club win the Conference League? I'm going to say minimum 12 out of the next 20 years, an English club is going to win this competition. So, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Surely, Chelsea have got to win this, haven't they? Copenhagen in the last 16. Legia Warsaw in the quarterfinals, where the final's being held. Rapid Vienna. and then Real Betis. So trip to Copenhagen, trip to Warsaw, trip to Vienna, and then another trip back to Warsaw to beat Betis in the final. Thank you guys for watching. Come on, you Blues.